Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Jack Smith should be scared. Those are the words of Trump attorney Alina Habba, and she's got good reason. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Now, Miss Habba was on Newsmax. She was being interviewed by Sebastian Gorka, who was filling in for Greg Kelly, and they were talking about the Colorado case in particular, and on the heels of, Trump being removed from the ballot in Maine, and all these things that the people who are trying to save democracy are doing to, well, take away democracy. I mean, how can you save democracy by removing candidates, right? Well, Ms. Habba says that Smith, he's trying to rush this case. He tried to rush it to the Supreme Court. He's trying to do everything he can to get this case moving. And in her opinion, the reason he's doing it is very simple. He wants to interfere in the election. That's what she says, not my words. Don't come after me. I'm telling you what she said. I want you to watch what she said, though, because she gets into more detail, and it's actually a very interesting video. Before I give you that video, I'm going to ask you again to please like, comment, share, and subscribe, because it really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
This is really political motivation and lawfare. I've said it a million times, but it's why, go back to what you asked me. It's why I fight so hard. It's why I get angry outside the courtrooms. America needs a window into what's actually happening and what I'm seeing, and it's incredibly corrupt. It's very scary.
I'm going to use that phrase in the future. I like that description for my former boss, epic individual. You mentioned Jack Smith. Let's look at this insane man's latest attempt to use the law illegally as a tool of persecution. The Supreme Court has stayed that action for several months. Now he has put in a motion to ban several topics from coming out of the mouth of your client, President Trump. So on a case about January the 6th, President Trump is not allowed to discuss what departments of the U.S. government did to prepare for January 6th, whether there were undercover agents in the crowd, whether there was any foreign influence concerning the riots, and he's not allowed to cross-examine witnesses who have quote-unquote government privileges. Alina, it sounds to me as if Jack Smith is running scared.
Yeah, this is called a due process violation. They do it in the form of a gag order. He should be scared. He doesn't want basically any defense being brought by the defense. It's what happened with the last trial I tried. It's what will happen with the next one I try. These judges will gag you. They will try and use his popularity and his voice as a way to work against us and the American people so that people cannot hear the truth. That whole list is the defense. That's saying you cannot put your own defense on. Yeah. That's like saying you can't have an expert on the Letitia James case or gagging his lawyers, which has happened to me. You can't. I was gagged in the courtroom. Imagine, Sebastian, in the courtroom, I could not put on a defense on the record for the appellate division. I couldn't say things that needed to be said. That is what our country has come to. And Jack Smith is running scared because he has no case. We've seen what's happened. He tried to rush to the Supreme Court. They said, no, you're going to go through this the normal way. You are not going to rush this because there is no urgency. The only urgency that Jack Smith has, and all of them have, is election interference and trying to stop him before November 2024, which clearly they cannot do. If you look at the polls, the American people, the independents are switching because they see what is happening and they're afraid.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Chairman Comer today, breaking news, has released a letter asking